Hi, I'm Miss Powell. I'm the English teacher at this campus, and I just wanted to present a lesson to you on expository writing. We know that we're about to take that STAR test, and we know that we have to be able to write a coherent, well organized, well thought out essay. So, we're going to use a little slide presentation and see if we can't do this kind of writing and do it well as we know how to do. Yeah, the object of our lesson today is to learn expository writing elements. Literature is to instruct, to animate, to amuse, and that's what we want to do. Little video kind of gives us an idea how we can probably write an expository essay. Oh, those essays are due on Friday. Yes, you have to write it. Oh, not an expository essay. An idea. Can you help me? Write your intro with your thesis. The thesis is what your essay is about, as we know. An easy formula. Topic plus answer plus because equals the best thesis. Use the topic of the prompt in your thesis statement. Answer the prompt. And add the magical word because. And then the best reasons that support your idea. The advantages and disadvantages about playing sports. There is an advantage to being on sports because you learn skills. So let's use the tree method to write our essay. Topic, sentence, reasons, examples, explain. What about the conclusion? You just need a couple of sentences to summarize. Intro, interesting lead, sentence, or hook. Body, use the tree method. And then your conclusion, write a summarizing sentence and restate the thesis. So we can do those expository essays.
Created using Powtoon.
Well, you're welcome. Okay. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it enough. So an introductory paragraph is the purpose of introducing the topic. We always use a hook, and this kind of grabs the attention. It may be a question, it may be a quote, it may be an opinion, it may be a personal experience. Give a little background information so that the reader can understand your topic. Okay, in the introduction, it always contains a thesis statement, and that's usually the last sentence in the introduction. Introduction builds down to the thesis. Okay, that first support paragraph, as we saw in the tree method, it gives us a purpose. It provides detail to the thesis statement. It begins with a topic sentence, but it also contains a transitional device. First of all, arguments that were mentioned in the introduction. And as we know, the topic sentence is the main idea of the paragraph. So we explain that topic sentence, which is basically an argument, and then we have details within the paragraph to support that argument. The second and third, all body paragraphs, they provide details to support that thesis. Every one of them begins with a transition. Every one of them begins with a topic sentence, which is an argument within the essay. And then, of course, we end with our conclusion. And this is to remind the readers of the topic and the supporting evidence. So basically, it's a summary of what we've already said in our thesis. We always want to represent those ideas, leaving the reader with our main argument, our thesis. So in our conclusion, we begin with a transitional device, usually to conclude or in conclusion, to summarize. It's a different type of thesis statement, but it's still the same thing. We just restated that thesis statement in different words so that we have that main idea as the last thought when they read the essay. We use a lot of times a graphic organizer to put together our thoughts, advantages or disadvantages to extracurricular activities. And we're going to write about extracurricular activities, evidence to support that idea. Okay, once we've got several ideas on both sides, we can decide which are the strongest arguments, and then we develop our thesis statement. So let's write an essay on the essay template in our little Google Classroom, arguing the advantages of extracurricular activities for students, these activities that we miss so much right now, that we're in this kind of remote learning and we can't be involved in sports, the advantages we miss. But we at Winfrey write the best essays. Yes, do know your challenge. Let us write that essay. All part of the road to success. Definitely, we are going to write an award-winning essay. Okay, it's your turn to write. And as we mentioned before, our topic is the advantages of extracurricular activities. It's perfectly all right if you feel that extracurricular activities are not appropriate to write disadvantages, but we have a checklist that we follow. We review the ideas, we choose the best ideas for the essay, we develop a strong thesis statement, we evaluate and revise our thesis statement, we develop supporting information, evidence, we use appropriate transitions, then we're ready to write that essay. Okay, I think we got an overview of how to write an expository essay. Now the question is, what are we going to write about? Yes, it is a 5-paragraph essay. Yes, it does begin with an introduction that works down to a thesis statement. It does contain 3 support paragraphs that support that thesis statement. It does end with a very clear conclusion. Okay, so what is your assignment in Google Classroom? You're going to write a 5-paragraph essay about the advantages, or if you feel they are, the disadvantages to extracurricular activities. And we know what extracurricular activities are. They're sports, maybe basketball, maybe student council, so much that you've missed because of this pandemic, maybe football, maybe soccer, maybe some kind of club in the school. Um, what are those advantages? What are those disadvantages? How are we better off as a school with those extracurricular activities? How are we worse? Okay, I'm going to provide a graphic organizer. I'm going to provide a template for you to write the essay in Google Classroom right next to this video. So let's go ahead. Let's do what we know how to do, because we here at Winfrey Dallas do write the best essays.